everybody, here we go. Cloudy, but we're going flying anyway. Clouds are up there pretty good. We just got chasing geese off the runway here. And wind's a little bit out of the east, so we're going to taxi all the way down to the other end. Take off to the east. I'm going to go out on a little patrol, see what we can find tonight. Right along. Well, I run the geese off, but then there was another flock of them, and can't see them good in this camera, but you'll be able to see them right off the left wing here in just a minute, chasing our shadow. Look at that flock of geese. The low speed maneuverability of the BushCat was key in avoiding a bird strike right there. Farmer Bob pulling up with the tractor trailer. But then from Farmer Bob's, we went right over to Churchville. And I've landed in these green fields here before. You've seen me do that. I actually landed by the combine right there where the cut in the trees is, right there on the right-hand side of the frame. But in any case, the VanLieshouts are over here chopping corn, and I wanted to get you a look at that. And you can see these fields are pretty big, and they've got the corn off of the most of them, so it's a good thing I got over here to get them. But as I drop down in, you can see that's a really nice stand of corn, and on the right of center there's a dump truck that's just going off to the right there, fully loaded with silage. And there was no other tender there or wagon, so the chopper was just sitting there. He's just sitting there waiting, because they chop it and blow it right into the wagon as they go along, unlike how Pritchard was doing it the other night there. So we went up, and here's on the road, got another tractor and wagon coming back, so we waited until just circled around, loitered in the area, waited till we had a wagon to blow the silage into. And here we are coming along, getting a look at them in action. And you can see that's a multi-row head on this chopper, and you can see them blowing the silage right into the wagon behind the tractor as they're going along. And obviously that's a super good way to do it when you've got a lot to do. And they've got a whole group of people working on this. You've got your chopper operator, and you've got your operators in your trucks and your wagons. Here we are going the other way now. You can see that that's starting to fill up already. But this is a big field right here. I mean, you can see, I'm doing 90. Takes quite a while to get across that. Here we are now. We've got the wagon, and we've got another one of the tenders behind it. And I got the mosquitoes hitting the screens of the camera. But as you can see, this one tractor and wagon is getting filled up pretty good. And when he gets filled up, he'll pull out of the way and head for the bunker. And the other one will pull right up, and that way they'll keep them chopping. And it's a good thing that the rains have not got this wet yet. They're still able to get on there with the trucks and the machines without rutting it all up. Here's a good shot from overhead of them heading down through, chopping, and the wagon tries to stay right along with them. And they can move that chute on the chopper to point the material that they're blowing into the wagons in exactly the right area of the wagon. Like you fill the center up, it would run over, so they fill it front and back. Here we are with a little lower pass off to the side, and you get a look at how big this corn is. I mean, those are big machines, and this corn is really right up there. Nice stand of corn. Here we are. We got another wagon in the back, the one that's they're chopping in. You can see they're blowing it to a little farther toward the back of the wagon now. But they're down the field quite a ways, because we were down by this material in the center here. Now you look right here where it's green, and I've landed in this field here before several times when they were taking the hay off in it. So we circle back around. Now they're coming back the other way. And you got, again, tractor and a wagon chopping. And they're making some pretty good progress. I mean, I don't know how many rows of corn they're getting at a time with that machine. But we want to take a little fast forward. We'll take you over to the farm. And, we're playing this at quite fast forward. But here we are at the main farm. Right out in front of us is the bunker where they're putting this material. And you've got you've got 3 or 4 guys with wagons and trucks. You've got a guy running the chopper. You got 2 guys running these machines here. So this is not a small operation. This is a VanLieshout's here. I've got a pretty good industrial level farming operation going here. Now they dump the material on the ground there, and then they push it up the hill with the tractors, because you can't back the trucks up that pile of silage. We'll circle around, get you another look at it. This is a pretty good look at the whole farm, and you got the outbuildings and the silos there, and you've got your main barn, and your the blue containers are for your liquid manure, and that's good because they can store it and then top dress it on these fields afterwards. But here we are, another look at the boys pushing this up, and they run them tractors and them big tires up and down on there, and that packs that down, and then they cover it with plastic and with old used tires to keep the wind out of it. But that stores it really good. And so we got you a good look at the VanLieshouts at work this afternoon, cutting corn into silage today. So this is a look at our again our storage tank for the organic fertilizer, and then we'll give you a quick fast forward down the power line over home. And there's a lot of swamps, but there's a lot of farmland here in the town of Verona too. And scoot right down Country Drive and across the BOSI School, and you can see the airplanes flying pretty sideways here. I'm slipping it down in, and you'll watch me right about here. I'll straighten it back up and just let the tires ever so gently grease on. But nice gentle little landing there. I hope you guys enjoyed a look at the VanLieshouts working this afternoon.